Hey guys, ExplorerOne. Okay, I've put some things together that are helping me understand more symbolically what the 923 stuff is and what some of the other numbers are that we're always seeing. And so I will warn you ahead of time if you're newer to this channel, this presentation might be a little bit over your head, but if you just stick with it, even in parts that kind of don't make sense to you or seem kind of wonky, you'll get it at the end, okay? So what we're doing is, exploring, okay, hence my name, exactly what these people are up to and how intricate and deep this dark kabbalistic magic is that they're doing, so that you can understand that it's actually already manifesting in different ways organically, in addition to the number 923 appearing in pop culture, which of course they've inserted this into movies. And so um, I just want you to have a deeper understanding of this stuff, just so you can. It's like the Freemason, so you think you can dance video, right? Maybe that enlightened you a little bit to a whole nother layer of stuff that you're seeing, or the Talladega Nights thing. It's a story within a story. Okay, so let's get into this real quick. This is I'll link this down below. This is a video from Mark Passio. It doesn't matter whether you like this guy, whether you've never heard of this guy, or whether you love this guy. It's not really important for this presentation, but he is a reformed occultist who now, according to him, who now exposes Freemasonry and or Illuminati symbolism, so that you can kind of understand how intricate it is. So I'll suggest that you watch it, but I'm going to give you the brief version, and hopefully this will make sense to you. And I'm going to touch on some other stuff towards the end that has to do with what this means for 923. Okay, this is on the dollar bill. Okay, it's 1776, but when you understand what they're doing, they're using numbers in a ritualistic way, gematria, and they're also using symbolism. Okay, that people ask me, well, why do they put these coded messages into the TV shows? And it's multi-layered. Okay, some people say, well, why don't they just call each other? Why don't they Twitter each other? And I get that. I mean, that would be the logical response to wondering what this stuff is. But you have to understand how ancient, okay, their belief system is, and their belief system is founded on this symbolism. Okay, they speak and communicate to each other through symbols and numbers, and once you understand this, you'll be able to understand a lot of the stuff that they are up to, and you'll be able to understand probably the video that I'm going to make after this as well. So what they're doing is intricate mathematics as well as symbolism with shapes, word associations. I mean, it's insane what they're up to, but let's take a look at it real quick, okay? So what he's basically showing you is this 1776. But the way that they do it to make the symbol, you know what I mean, like the actual symbol, and form the inverted pyramid, is he's basically taking the 77 and bringing them down, and then you have the 6 and the 1, because that's just the way that they do it, okay? So that makes the 777. That is the number of God, okay? They worship a different God than we do. They worship Lucifer, but to them, this number still represents God or enlightenment. It represents, what they believe as their God, which, like I said, is different than what we believe as our God. And then, of course, 666 is the number of man, the number of the beast. Okay, and I'm going to explain why this is going to make a lot more sense. But they're just reducing this. 7 plus 7 plus 7 is 21. 2 plus 1 is 3. So let's move on for a second. It's not all going to be math, I promise, but there is some math involved here, and it's pretty crazy. See, their belief system is about geometry and mathematics, and then the symbolism. Okay, that's why the compass and the square. Okay, the architect. Okay, it's geometry as well as the mathematics. So you have the pyramid, right? And he's just taking the 1776, okay, and he's taking MDC, CLX, XVI in the order it is up here in the 3, okay. And then numerically, those Roman numerals represented 10, 100, 1,000, so forth and so on. Okay, so this is interesting because these are powers of 10. 100 is a power of 10. Okay, and this is where the play on words comes in. Okay, at the top of the pyramid, you have powers of a 10 or powers of a 10. Okay, you get it? Aachen, Aten at the top of the pyramid. Is some of this making sense? If not, that's okay. Just stick with it. All right. So we're going to drop the zeros out because that's what you do in their belief system. Zeros, they don't mean anything. So you drop the zeros. Okay, and you're left with this. Okay, why is this important? Okay, take a look. When you combine all three and you bring the numbers up, you have 666 on the bottom and 111 on the top. Okay, now hang with me for a second here. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, right? 7 plus 7 plus 7 is 21. 2 plus 1 is 3. 777 is another way for them to write 3. That's why you see in the stock market close that had the 923 and the 666, some of these symbols have the 777 because it's another way for them to represent the top of the pyramid. Okay, now is this making a little bit more sense? That's why we're seeing the 666, okay, the number of man, the number of beast, but we're also seeing this in everything. And my sub Mike D actually has been on me about this, so thank you. And then my other sub, I'm sorry, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. She had told me to watch this video, so you know who you are. Thank you. So anyways, this is important to understand why we're seeing these other numbers, okay, with the 923 stuff. Wait till we get even further, okay? Like I said, the 777 reduces to 21. 6 plus 6 plus 6 reduces to 18. Guess what's coming next? Of course, I got to go back. Okay, so when 8 plus 1 is 9, and the 2 plus 1 at the top is 3. They're trying to go from 9 to 3. Does it make sense now? That's what all of these numbers are about, okay? This, the 666, is the number of the beast, but it's also can be represented as the 9, okay? And they're trying to go, in their belief system, what they're trying to do is they're trying to go from 9, okay, where man is, to 3, 923, 203, but it's also 9, number 2, 3. Does that make sense now? Okay, so it's multi-layered. It's a date, but it also symbolizes what they believe as their Luciferian enlightenment. Am I blowing your mind yet? I should be. I mean, if you're paying attention, this should blow your mind. Now, I want to refer you back to a video that I made when I first started doing this, when I didn't even understand what I was on to.